Okay, so this is question 1, part D. I rewrote out the counterexample here, and beneath it, I wrote out the counterexample in English. I decided to do that before the video just to save time. And this is what we were looking for when we asked you to write out the counterexample in English. One problem that we had that was almost ubiquitous is that people, instead of writing out this, would write out just the entire argument. They just copy and paste their answer from part 1. But that's not the counterexample, that's the argument. The counterexample here is just a list of statements, of atomic statements, or either atomic statements or the negation of atomic statements, right? And so we're just looking for you to write that out in English. So A is the sentence, the universe is infinite. So if A is true, then you just write out the universe is infinite. If an atomic sentence is false, like this, B, well, B corresponds to the universe is expanding. So if B is false, you write out in English, the universe is not expanding. That's what we're, and similarly for all the other stuff. That's what we were looking for when we asked you to write out the counterexample in English. Then the second part of the question was whether or not this counterexample is linguistically consistent. And the answer to that is no. The reason is because we have this. The night sky is dark, and there is no night sky. Well, so a collection of sentences, or even a sentence itself, is linguistically consistent if it is kind of consistent with commonly agreed on understanding of the meaning of what those sentences mean, and like whether they can kind of be true at the same time according to our common understanding of the meaning. And this does not seem like they can both be true at the same time according to our common understanding of English meaning. Because right here we say the night sky is dark. Well, if it's true that the night sky is dark, that kind of implies that there is a night sky, because you can't have a night sky be dark without there being a night sky. But that seems to be inconsistent with the claim that there is no night sky, right? So this entails kind of that this is wrong. And note that this isn't a logical issue, because the logic is fine. It's our understanding of these English terms that makes it linguistically inconsistent. So this question was a bit hit or miss for a lot of people. This is what we were looking for. Writing it out, each of the individual sentences just by themselves, or the negation of them, as in the case of B. And we wanted you to say that it's not linguistically consistent because of this kind of contradiction of English meaning. So that's question 1, part D.